Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tony Hollowitz, and we're in the inbox of Microsoft Outlook. And Microsoft Outlook has some other things we can do with it, and I just want to talk to you about this very briefly. Um, One of the things we can use in Outlook is something called Task, which I'm going to go into in another tutorial. But in this tutorial, I'm going to click on these little three dots, and I want you to observe that we can do something called Folders, which just shows us all the folders. Next, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click on Notes. And this is an area of Outlook that I show people, but honestly, I just don't use this. I think there are so many better ways to do things than these notes, and I'm just not a big fan of it. So I'm going to show you how to do this real quick, but then I'm going to show you an alternative which I think is better. So let's say we want to do a note. All I have to do is click right here, and we have a note. It looks like a little sticky note. And I'm just going to type in Tony Note. That's it. It's just a place to keep notes. Now, where this gets a little bit interesting is I create new notes. It might be math notes. I can put them in here. And as I click away from it, it comes into this area. Now, I can view this in a couple different ways. And this is to me where working with notes always gets a little confusing, or some of the things in Microsoft Outlook gets a little confusing because you have so many ways you can look at this. It just is a matter of what do you prefer? Do you prefer it like this, or notes in the last 7 days, or the icon? So you can come in here and quickly make notes, but let me tell you where I think this gets a little bit interesting, and it's really the only reason I'd recommend it. I'm going to come up here in the top right hand corner. I'm going to restore this down to make it a little bit smaller. And I want you to notice that I can click on Math Notes right here and drag it to the desktop of my computer. So now what I have the ability to do is I can modify the math notes by double clicking right here. Now these stayed on the desktop. I'm going to close them. But if I want to modify my notes, I can double click there. I can put in, you know, or, a new note, 2 plus 2 equals 4. And I can close this. Now what should happen is when I go back into my notes, here it is, math notes. Oh, it didn't keep it. And maybe that's a little bit of a quirky part. I think I might have just done something wrong, or I might have had to hit enter. But see, this is just it. The notes to me are awkward at best, but I did want to show them to you. On that note, let me show you what I recommend if people talk about notes. There is a free tool called Evernote. It's a website. It's evernote.com, and you might have heard of it. I will create some tutorials on this, but it's a spot where you can keep notes and put them everywhere. The advantage of this is that they're in one spot that you can access via any internet connection via the web. You can also put this app on your cell phone so that you can create notes on your cell phone and more. You can create voice notes, all kinds of things. But it keeps synced between your website or the website and your iPhone. It's all in one spot. And I've used it for a couple years now, approximately, and I love it. I think it's great. So if you came to me and said, tell me about notes, and you were paying me to teach you that, I'd say, you know what, let's not go there. Let's come here first. So this is strongly my opinion of how to do things. I don't like Microsoft's notes, but I wanted to show them to you real quick, and I do recommend Evernote. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Hollowitz. Thank you so very much for your time. Have a great day.